Oh, thumbnail. We'll take a picture for the thumbnail. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new, my name is Yokalorine and welcome. So today I've got my pumpkin here with me. This is my husband.
Are we supposed to speak in English?
Yeah, we're supposed to speak in English.
Okay. Hey, English is difficult sometimes.
You can mix, but we're supposed to.
Sometimes it chooses to run away. So let's hope it sticks around.
So guys, in this video we wanted to do like, so let me give you guys some context, right?
If volume right, must come again.
I hope so.
Okay.
So at work I was given this assignment to write like a blog post about what my first 3 months as an agent software engineer have been like. So an agent software engineer is almost like like there's levels, right? You can be like just an agent, which is almost like intern level, entry level, or junior, right?
Yeah.
And then you can be a partner, like now you're elevated. So you've got shares of some sort.
So if a partner is it more like a permanent? Listen to me. Is it more like a permanent employment?
There are partners who have resigned, so I don't think there's.
No, yeah, but then as in permanent, as in there is no like renewal of contract.
No, I don't know that much detail, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my assignment was to write a blog about how my first 3 months have been, and so I decided he has more context, like he can like really help me like to think about the expectations versus the reality of what it's been like.
How your 3 months has been.
Yeah. Because now
from my eye, you mean?
I started on the 9th of September, right?
Yeah.
And now it's the what? September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
So now this is 3 months.
Yeah, it is 3 months now.
Yeah. So literally.
Like literally. I'm telling you,
literally.
Yeah.
So I had to do like what the first 3 months have been like. So okay, expectations for me. Honestly, I thought work would be harder than what it is. And don't get me wrong, it's very hard, like extremely hard. But I thought it would be harder than what it is because I thought like I'm expected to know stuff, like everything. I'm supposed to know it. But fortunately, the advantage of being an intern is there is a bit of room to not know things, you know. And also like fortunately my husband is into software, my brother-in-law is into software, and we all live in the same compound, right? So seeing how they work and the amount of work that they put into code has helped me realize, okay, maybe it's not that bad that I'm suffering like this.
Yeah, but you continue.
No, no, 2 cents.
No, as much as it's not bad to suffer, it's not like suffering. Because if you're saying suffering, you're already
I was suffering, baby. I was suffering. Honestly, guys, I was suffering because I was crying. How many times was I crying, baby?
Yeah, but that's how when you take things. If it's hard, you cry. Hey, it's not suffering. Well, yeah. Anyway.
Are you saying it's just how I react to difficult situations?
Yeah, that's when your tears are just here.
Yeah.
If things don't go your way, the other thing to do is just cry. That's what you do, babe.
Because of frustration.
Exactly. See?
Yeah, it was very.
It's not like some of us we're not suffering. It's just new stuff. But anyway, continue. Let me know when I need to put in my 2 cents.
No, you can put in your 2 cents throughout.
Okay.
But like I'm saying, it's been extremely hard for me, but not as hard as I thought it would be.
As in better than what you thought you would be.
Yeah, less hard than I thought it would be, but still very hard.
Oh, I see.
Very, very hard. Okay. Extremely hard.
All right.
What has been hard for me, I think, what would you say has been hard for me, baby, judging from?
I think the most thing, okay, let's not talk about code itself, because code is something that you can figure out and just learn, right? I think the thing that makes it a little bit more harder for you is communicating with superiors. Yeah, you don't think you have a voice when someone just tells you something. You just have to take it as it is, without taking into context on what that instruction comes with, what it means, why are you
I
doing
think
it,
though,
and all those things.
I'm always saying to you, like, it's hard for me to then, if someone gives me an instruction, to then start saying, why do you want me to do ABCD, without
No, it's
having
not.
like full context of why they want me to do
Yeah.
that, or
No, the
like,
question, it's not about the question that you ask the person. It's not about like, why do you want me to do that? That already sounds bad. An alternative way to say that is like, okay, what is the application for this thing? You know, the thing that I'm working on.
what is the use
How is
case?
it? Yeah, the business. How is it going to be useful business wise?
Yeah.
And then you get that context. And you're not asking because you're trying to be hard. You're just trying to understand.
Yeah, another thing, I think working from home as a junior is not that.
Yeah, that one is tricky. I think I also felt the same way.
It's not
I think
very
I also.
ideal.
I think now I've gotten used to it. I'm also a junior, right?
No, baby, you are a senior associate. Is that not what you are?
Yeah, well,
Senior associate. That's you,
well,
Zaire.
if you say so. I will take that. So yes, so I'm regarded as a senior associate. I guess the senior associate thing becoming from.
It's fine, baby. Don't explain it. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
You are a senior associate. Okay.
Hey, that sounds good.
And I'm a junior, right? Yeah.
So what were we talking about?
We were talking about working from home as a junior.
Oh yes. So I feel like, see, when I started coding, right? It was more, I had people around me, right? People were willing to teach me.
Oh, like you were working at yes.
Yeah. So when I was going to work,
office, right?
yeah, I was going to office, and people were kind of willing to like give me tasks to do and pointing me into the right direction. It was just that simple. It was more like, it was comforting and more welcoming to work with some people around you. Because the thing is, if you're an intern, everything you want to ask. Sometimes you want to ask something that you don't really need to ask, but
asking gives you peace of mind.
It does, but sometimes I've been asked stuff now that I feel like someone could have just Googled this thing without asking me, you know?
Sometimes you see, Kuti, the asking part, you feel like some things, if you don't ask, you spend more time trying to figure it out.
Which is true.
Like, it will take you longer.
Do you know what? Okay, this is what one of my team leads used to say. He would say, spend 30 minutes on this thing.
I can spend 5 hours languishing.
Listen to me. Spend 30 minutes on this thing. If you don't figure it out, then ask me. Yeah, but if you see yourself exceeding 30 minutes, you're still trying to figure it, which means you are already lost. Rather just ask. But just ask after spending the 30 minutes trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, it's frustrating working from home because yeah, it's very easy to go on a tangent when you are working alone. Like, it's different than if someone is by your side. You can quickly say, is this, do you think this is what we needed? Does this make sense to you? Than like spending the whole sprint working, and then when you are ready to make your pull requests, then that happened to me on one of my first, like, I was building a component on Storybook, and I worked so hard on it, like, working long hours, working over the weekend, only to submit it and be told this is not what we wanted. And yeah, it comes down to also not like,
thing is,
but it's something that wouldn't happen to me again now, because I know to ask on time. Like, I wouldn't go through the sprint and finish something, then only ask after the sprint.
The other thing that makes you kind of suffer with the way that you put it, right, is you're working in a company that has different time zones, right? So by the time when you're working, there's no people sleeping in your company. People will know what you're dealing with.
People have context on what I'm doing and what the requirements.
So by the time you have spent the whole day lost, and you think you're done, and then when you come back, someone just says no.
Damn it.
That's not it. Then now you're starting again to something new. By that time, someone correcting you is like around 9 p.m. this side.
Yeah, right? That will mean I need to sleep work again until 1 a.m. To get something done.
And then you sleep, you continue on an idea that you feel like it's corrected. And then until
the next correction comes.
the next correction says, no, you're lost again. You see, that's already 2 days gone. Still working on the same thing.
Yeah, so I think that's just the challenge of working remotely. But the nice thing about working remotely is we've got, I think like when I'm now more established, it would mean maybe I have more time. But I was speaking to one of the seniors like yesterday, and he was telling me actually that will never change. You will always feel like you need to put in that extra amount of work because it just comes with the challenge that you or the problem that you're solving, right?
Yeah, thing is, yeah, but then thing is, by then you would have gained how to cope with new stuff. How to, like how you behave better when you're seeing new stuff. You don't just freak out. Yeah.
Let's talk about another aspect of what it's been like these first 3 months.
Okay.
I think I've learned a lot. We talked about working from home. We talked about suffering in general. And then now I wanted to tell you guys about, like, I've learned so much because I felt like I was in a vacuum, like in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
Literally,
bro.
Literally, the information was just being
compressed
like,
into.
I think I've learned so much because like at the boot camp or like during my agile web development course, we didn't have, it wasn't pressure. You do what you do. If you are done, you are done. If you are not done, okay, it's okay, you see. But now you've got deadlines, you've got things that need to be done in a certain period of time, you've got your tickets that you need to complete, you know. So I have been like under the most intense pressure of my whole life. Like in the morning, first thing that I think of is code. When I go to sleep, I'm thinking code. He was asking me the other day, you come to bed 1 a.m. and you start watching videos, like entertaining videos. That's the only way that I can fall asleep because my mind is spinning. You know, like my wheels are still spinning by the time that I'm coming to bed, you know. So yeah, but that's definitely one big pro. I have learned so much, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was so excited for this job, because I knew it would be a challenge. Like I said, I really was anticipating it to be very challenging, of which it has been. But I knew that that would be a good thing because I would learn so much. And in a year, I know I definitely will be way, like levels.
In a year, you'll be
levels up because we're working with the most, recent technologies. You know, we are in an environment where you are encouraged to speak your mind, you're encouraged to bring ideas to the table, you are encouraged to question the status quo, and on top of that you are rewarded for the work that you do. You know, so that is very much motivating, highly motivating. So that's a positive.
Yeah, it is. But all this, even the suffering, also is a positive.
Okay. And then another thing, let's talk about income. How has it been like on our family, which is me and you?
Yeah.
The income, how has it impacted our lives? Going from 1.5 salary, because by the time I was doing my agile web development course, I was earning 5,000. Actually, it wasn't 5,000 because I had to pay for the laptop, so it was 3 point.
It wasn't a salary, that one, because it was.
Yes, it wasn't a salary. It was a stipend.
It was finishing on everything that you were needed to do.
Yes, transport.
So it was more. It wasn't a salary.
Stipend,
yeah, but it was only covering everything that you needed to do for you to keep.
Yeah.
learning.
So going from there to now a full salary, how has it been like for us?
Well, I think it has been more of a relief financially, because yeah, we can breathe.
Has it been a relief or has it been a game changer for us? Because
it is a relief and a game changer at the same time, because a relief in the sense that I know if my stuff doesn't work out, we can live on your salary.
Survive.
I can survive, and that's the relief part. The game changer part is now we can start thinking, we need to buy a house, you know, and it's
like before those
it's
were
weird
things that
though.
We couldn't even think
it's
about.
weird because when you start earning a little bit, I wouldn't say it's too much. No, it's not even close to too much, because but a little bit better than what we're used to. It makes you start thinking a little bit different in a way of okay, now do I want to rent? Do I want to buy a house? Okay,
Does
let's
it make sense to rent? Why would I rent?
Yeah.
Why would I not just buy
a
a
house. Yeah. So it gives you all these options, and you see,
things that we couldn't
and
even
for me,
consider
I
before.
I never used to have a pocket money. She only had pocket money, and now I have pocket money. So
Guys, in
it's a
our
plus.
finances, like we allocate pocket money to each other. Like
Yeah.
pocket money is that money where you can use for whatever nonsense you feel like doing and not have to explain about, okay, I use this money for such and such.
Yeah, and I didn't have that. She
Like,
always
oh,
said
like
that.
pocket money I go on,
No, I never had
Oh,
pocket
it's
money.
very pocket
Thing is,
money.
my pocket money, I always chowed it with you.
That's sweet though, baby.
Yeah, it's not sweet when you chow your money on your own here. So
Yeah.
so now at least I can afford to make stuff on my own, you know.
You can just see like orders coming from Take a Lot. Cling, cling.
Yeah, well,
Zairi has
that's a
bought
good
something.
thing. That's a plus.
Comes in with a
Financial.
new perfume. Cling, cling. Zairi
Now
has
the
bought a
issue now
perfume.
that comes with financial is because my wife and things. My wife likes things, Matot. So as much as we have a salary now, there are some stuff that have been added into the budget that normally you won't think they're necessary. But anyways,
Stuff like what?
Stuff like what? There's a lot of things.
Give us some context. Just give
facial
us
massage.
Facial massage, baby. There's nothing called a facial massage.
Where are you coming from, Gary? Where were you yesterday?
Facial. Just the facial, not the facial massage.
No, I was just trying to be specific. Or she was coming from a facial. Who does the facial? Massage your face. I don't understand that, but it's part of the things
Guys,
that now. And to tell you, and it's not even coming off what do you call this? It's not even coming off from a pocket money. It gets into the budget, the whole thing budget.
Guys, I have to maintain myself. I have to look good for my husband.
Well, yeah.
I have to maintain myself.
That statement, guys. That's where you're just like, okay,
I have
cool.
to titivate myself. I have to be the best version of myself by all means possible.
Yeah, I understand. Anyway, so that's the part about financial. So
that's else? Actually it's all about you. I'm doing it for you. I'm not even benefiting anything from these facials.
The way you get emotional about them, you say you're doing it for me, I don't understand. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, so financially it's been a great relief for us. Right. Let's talk about personal development. Do you feel like it has affected me as a person? Like being an engineer, how do you feel? Do you feel like it has changed me in some way, or I'm still the same person?
Yes, I think I can't pinpoint exactly what it has changed, but definitely it has changed you. But if I try to like dig down a little bit, I would say maybe resilience, because you see, code always wants you to. It never comes right the first time, so you need to like go back again, look at it again, look at it at a different angle.
Yeah.
If it was you a year or two ago, you would have just given up and let it go.
So now I'm more resilient.
Exactly.
Yeah, this has definitely been a life-changing opportunity for us.
And now, see, for me, I didn't mind to work until late. For you, it was like, there's something you value to sleep. Hey, I didn't understand why this person loves so much sleep. Now she doesn't sleep. Only as much as she loves this sleep, but in the back of her mind, there's work that needs to be done.
Like I'm always thinking about work.
So yeah, so now sleeping is more like wasting time.
It's wasting time.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, like I feel like even like like we can't be sitting as a family eating like braai or whatever. As soon as we're done eating, I'm like, yo, guys, I need to go and work now.
Which is not correct. Which is not right though.
I know it's not right, but I like my mind can't even settle because I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think it also comes with
I need to do this thing.
Yeah. It also comes with getting used to work and all that, because work will never change.
I'm still getting used, right?
Because the thing is, work will always need you to do something all the time. You see, so you just need to take time off for yourself. Because the thing is, if you pressure yourself that much, it's not. You might be thinking that you're doing anything, concentrating, but you're not producing anything. But if you take some time off, come back refreshed, and then everything just goes again.
Yeah.
You see?
I think another thing that I wanted to talk about is going forth. What do you think it will look like for me in this job
going forward?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because it depends on whether you stay with this company or you move on to another company.
I feel like there's opportunities for growth here.
There is, like anyway.
I just need to grow into myself and find my voice.
Yeah, thing is, they're on finding your voice. You don't want to be that person who's just annoying people, you know.
But what is annoying?
I
What's
think
the
is
difference
you
between
finding
being annoying
the
and
problem
being
with
assertive?
you finding your voice. It's like you feel like you're depressed. You're like, what do you call this? Oppressed, yes. You feel like you're oppressed, and when you're like finding your voice, is now like rebellious and aggressive.
No, that's not what I mean.
But that's how I know you, baby.
But I'm saying that's not what I mean. I mean, like the conversation that we had yesterday, where I was telling you, like, okay, you need to find out the use case of what you are doing. Like the senior that I was talking to yesterday mentioned, it's unfortunate that my team doesn't really have like a senior who can step in at times when I'm being instructed to do certain things, to say, but what's the use case for this? No, this doesn't quite make sense. Let's do this instead. Yeah. So he was saying, I need also to grow until I get to that point where I can see this doesn't make sense, or there's no need for us to do things this way. Let's do it that way. Because at this point, I'm more like, okay, you tell me to do this, I did it. I did what you said. Oh, now you want this? Okay. Now you want this? Okay. You see, but I'm saying we need to be more like, why do you want me to do this? Which I think is it also comes down to the African way of life versus like, because I'm seeing maybe it's a culture difference and more like a culture shock. Because I think in Africa, or more like in Zimbabwe, we're taught more that the boss is the boss. It's like how you don't question your mother or your father when they tell you to do this, and then you start asking, why do you want me to wash the dishes at this time? I can wash them in an hour's time because it will save us more water. You understand? You'll be beaten for saying such things. Whether you are right or you are wrong, no one wants your opinion. You just do as you are told.
Yeah.
Versus that side where you have to then come up and say, what you're telling me, I can do it this way, and this might be better than what you are saying. We're not boss, we're not manager, we're not supervisor.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I think we need to take things in a business perspective. You understand?
Yeah. We did say that's the difference between an engineer and a developer, because the developer just does what they are told. Yeah. An engineer has to stand up.
Because you need to understand, why am I doing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Because thing is, as you like get used to this thing, you eventually figure out that it's not about just coding, you know?
Yeah. Like the example that you gave yesterday on that thing that your client wanted.
Because you can just jump into code. Because the thing is, when you jump into code, you get buried in there. Whether you're lost, you're going in the wrong direction or not, but you're coding, you're busy. But does it solve the business problem? No, it doesn't. So you're busy effing around there.
Yeah.
So you just need to like, okay, it's more like taking care of yourself, basically, making you work a little bit wiser, right? Because it's boring when after suffering like that, coding and you're vexed, and when you come back and say, okay, I've finally fixed it, and someone says, no, I didn't mean that. It's not what we wanted, and you suffered, like proper suffering.
Yeah, to get that we got already.
And then someone comes and
no, I didn't want this.
And then, now it's like what? Yeah.
So that's the thing. Yeah, but okay, for someone looking to venture into this field, what would we say? Let's say, okay, someone, because that's actually one of the questions that I have to answer in my blog post, like someone wanting to come and work at my company. Judging from my experience, what advice would you give to that person?
Well, you can answer that better than me.
For me, I would say there's no advice I can give you. You just have to go through the process, because the process is what it is. It's not an easy process. It takes blood, sacrifice, and tears to get to where you want to go. And if it was easy, everyone would do it. But it's not easy. That's why not everyone can do. Honestly, I'm telling you, because I'm not seeing how else I could have approached it to have a different outcome.
I understand that. But thing is, see, it's kind of it's a job that you kind of have to apply yourself mentally.
You apply your whole life into it.
No, not really.
For me, it's
Yeah,
about
when
me,
I-
Bella, baby.
I'm just saying, Bella, when you are taking it the wrong way. There's the whole life, no, it doesn't work that way. You can still have a life and still code.
I don't
It-
feel, for me now, for the past 3 months, I don't feel a work-life balance. My life is about work. Work is my
Yes.
life.
Which is wrong. Do we agree that?
I
Would you want?
I
Would
wouldn't
you?
say it's wrong because
Would
it
you want
is
to?
what I
Okay.
needed to get me to where I am. You see?
I'm saying, would you stay like this for a year or two, doing the same
No,
thing?
that's why I'm saying I need to find my voice, and I
Equal
also
pay.
need to,
So imagine if
like, I've been
imagine
learning, right?
so imagine if you had already started with your voice, as you say.
I don't know what that is. That's what I'm saying. Because
Fine.
it's something that will only come with experience.
No, your voice, you actually know what it is. You just need to start asking questions around the tickets that they give you.
I always ask questions, babe. I don't think anyone asks more questions than me, actually, on all the interns that are there. I'm telling you.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So do other interns also get the same pushback, like, oh, we didn't mean to do that? We didn't mean that.
I think it's different when you're working front end than when you're working back end. Because back
Or
end
some
stuff,
are back end.
yes, because back end stuff, no one sees the changes that you made, right?
Yeah.
But front end,
Front end, everyone has an idea. About
yes,
how
everyone is looking at it and saying, why did you do this? I meant this.
Yes,
Why did you do this? I meant that.
Front end. Do people
Back
know what
end,
front end is?
They do have context if they are watching this channel, I think.
So front end is the front part of an application, the user interface,
user
what you
experience.
see, and then the back end is the stuff that when you
That
click
makes
that makes things
happen.
become exactly.
More like the database, what's in there, the tables, the interactions that are there.
Yes, and all the calculations,
the queries
and all those things.
you see.
Yeah, so it's those things that you don't see, but the
so
front
it's
end,
very hard to have a fast opinion on back end changes.
Exactly, and no one
but
knows
front
much.
end, you are looking at it now.
And everyone has an opinion.
Yes, everyone will say, why did you do this? Why don't you do that?
See?
Why did you do this?
And the front end part. It's very difficult because there's too many people who have opinions, and everyone has their own opinion. The thing is, also you're trying to sell. The marketing team might be saying something else about your front
Someone
end.
really loves what you did. Someone else is like, I don't see a use case for this.
It's more like a preference thing now when it comes to front end, because it now depends on how someone sees things. I like color blue. Someone likes color gray. Is it?
Yeah, but there's a design also. But you remember that time I had a design, I was following the design, and still someone else came and said, started changing the design.
Yeah.
Seriously, you are given a template. We want you to do this.
I think this is taking too long.
When you're done, then someone else comes and says, do this.
Alright, so
let's wrap it up. So guys, I hope you found some value in this video.
I feel like we didn't say much on this video.
No, we did. We did say a lot of valuable things actually, yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section if you can relate to any of the things that we were talking about. Subscribe for more videos like this. Find me on Instagram at Yokalorin. Zeri is on Instagram at
Shlosi is king.
Shlosi is king.
Do I want to be found?
He is king. I don't know. I don't know. You can find me, but you know now when you tell someone not to do something, they want to do it. Don't find me on Instagram. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Boom! Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are interested in software engineering videos, leave your questions down below so that we can address those. We're actually going to do a how to find a job in software engineering, because we both didn't come. Yeah, we both didn't come from an engineering background, but we both now work in the space. Okay. Well, I'm coming from an engineering background. So we can definitely give people some pointers who are looking to get into the field, right? Yeah. So leave your questions in the comments below. Why do you look subscribe? Subscribe. Share this video with anyone who you know will need it. Another thing, check out the other videos on my channel, like the video interview that got me this job, how I became a software engineer without a software engineering degree. What's the other one? Bootcamp that pays you to learn code. All those are on my channel, so check them out. Thank you so much guys for watching. Toodles.